penis. You muted way too early.
I was ready to go, all right? Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 109 of MMT. I am Michael. As you heard previously.
Did you know I was doing that?
As you heard at the start, that's Alex over there. We'll give him a moment. I'm joined by Steph, Chris, and Brayden.
Hello.
Full house today.
Hello.
I'm back from the dead.
You are. You've been away.
I've felt terrible over the last 2 weeks, but I'm finally feeling better. I'm so glad to actually be back here on this show with you beautiful people.
You had a COVID
I miss
test?
you all so much. Oh, man, I got 3 COVID tests.
Oh,
It
brilliant.
sucked because the second
They
one...
do suck, don't they?
They did both nostrils. It was intense.
Were you in contact with people that came from Vic?
No.
Oh.
I just had to get one done so I could go to the doctors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sucked.
Get a telehealth appointment.
Mate, they can't look down your throat with a telehealth appointment.
Yeah, they can.
It sucked.
Yeah,
I didn't
FaceTime your
send us a
doctor.
screenshot.
So I didn't have any flu-like symptoms or anything. This is Brayden's personal journal. I didn't have any flu-like symptoms or anything.
What the hell?
What's that?
There's thousands in attendance for Brayden's personal journey. Do you know what that was? Do you want to hear it?
Is it
It was something we were meant to do, and we never did.
Oh no! What was
It
it?
was,
And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get her.
Oh, it's that.
Oh.
What is that?
that was for when we were meant to do the big debate about Octopus Teacher between.
Oh
Steph
my
and I.
God!
And we
Yeah.
did it.
You prepared that.
Wow! I forgot
prepared
about
I had
that.
that ready, and then we
Oh,
came on the day, and people said maybe we should not do it.
And what a debate it was.
Yeah.
It was great. If you missed it, so did we.
Anyway,
In summary, I don't have COVID. Let's get on with this amazing show that I missed so much.
We actually really did appreciate you in your
I
absence.
tell you
Brayden.
what, listening, going to edit that first episode I wasn't on, and hearing just the absolute nightmare that it was.
Look.
And the amount of times I got referenced in the beginning and the end was amazing.
It was mostly
We
the
didn't know
end.
what to do.
We didn't know
It was
how to
so
do it.
good.
We had a round
We
off
were
the
just like
show.
unattended children.
For some reason, we didn't plan anything.
we were like, it'll be fine.
It'll
and
be
then,
all
and then
good.
we talked about
we
the
just
Simpsons.
recited Simpsons and South Park for 20 minutes.
Funny how those things
Look,
work.
it's kind of like, we just weren't supervised. We didn't have that parental supervision to keep us in check. So
I give off that lifeguard vibe, you know? I'm out here sitting on my little chair
Yeah,
looking
right
over.
now.
Hey, no running.
I noticed it the most when we just kept rambling at the end because normally
God.
you wrap us up. And
It
we were
was-
just like,
You're short.
It was
you're
beautiful.
concise with the Patreons.
Because the second that you guys started to get into the end, someone would just go off and talk about something else. It was amazing.
that's
Oh, I'm glad we got his approval, but
Yeah.
we missed you.
Speaking of amazing and sometimes shitty things, you guys went and saw some movies.
This is what he does.
Yeah.
He's on the Segway. He's on the
Segway
Segway.
guy.
And it's always smoothest when you call it out.
Constantly on his, he's constantly on the Segway.
He is.
Support us on Patreon. You can buy me a Segway. No, you guys went and saw some movies in the theaters.
We did.
We did.
We saw The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. You can check out the review. Was it as good as the first two? No.
No.
in quick summary, no.
Bad.
That's
the more I
Little tease for
I
him.
was scared though.
I wasn't, and I forgot about what happens in the film.
Chris, because I
Yeah.
obviously hadn't seen you since when you went and saw it. What did you think of it? Because I saw them after the.
This is Conjuring number 3.
Yeah.
The Devil Made Me Do It. Look, things are getting a bit old. That's what I thought.
The
And that's what I
Conjuring
said in
3, The
review.
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Man, this
The
one,
devil went down to Georgia.
man,
They just play Guitar Hero constantly. Like, that's the scary thing. They couldn't 100% FC the thing.
I'll just say that, man, this one missed James Wan a lot in it.
We did.
Oh, yeah?
I mean,
Didn't you?
Yeah.
What he took? Did you say? I read the review.
He was a producer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't direct, and he was just a producer for this.
and it just kind of felt like something was missing.
Yeah, my stars.
Yeah. For me, it just felt like they were just going from room to room and then
And,
do some scares in
can we
this
spoil it?
location.
It's
Let's
been
go to
out
this
for-
we
location.
did a
Been out
review
for a week.
already
Yeah.
though, so I mean,
Go check out the review.
Yeah, it's been out
Yeah.
for a week.
the
but,
review
like,
was no spoilers.
So
wasn't
here's a quick
Yeah.
mild spoilers with The Conjuring. They just go, it's based on a true story, based on the true story, and then the movie ends with Ed Warren just swinging a sledgehammer at Lorraine being possessed. I'm just like,
right.
Yeah, sure. This happened, guys. You were in tunnels
What's
under
none of it's based on a true
under
story.
Massachusetts, swinging sledgehammers at
What's
each other.
what's the premise of this one?
Devil made man kill someone. Man on trial. Man in jail. Man gets possessed in jail. Ed and Lorraine have to help man.
He wants
Based
to
on true
use
story.
the
Based
devil
on
made
true
him
story.
do it as his defense for his crime, which actually didn't happen in
Yeah,
real
which
life.
that's what I was about to
Found
Because
out.
I tell you what, this movie has such a marketing budget. It's on every YouTube ad I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
great,
It's
great for you,
absurd.
It's not scary though.
No, but
I was
the
a bit
trailers
scared.
try to make it scary,
Yeah.
and it's playing in front of like videos that like kids would be watching.
So the scary.
Right.
I
it's
think
insane.
I think the scariest part they think is in the film is a part that Chris and I laughed at.
Oh no!
Is when like these hands are on a tree, and Chris and I
hands.
just laughed.
Well, they
Hands on
at
the
one
tree.
point it's just any time there's a kind of a corner, there's a hand coming around it.
Yeah.
Like, and it was
The
just
best-
like, that's not scaring me.
Someone
scariest-
someone watched Haunting of Hill House, and they're like, "We need things everywhere."
The scariest part of the film is at the beginning where like there's a hand on top of a shower curtain, and the hand kind of looks like one of the curtain rings, and it moves. That's the scariest part of the film.
yuck.
And it's in the
and it was
first
actually
2 minutes.
smart because it looked like a
With the
ring, like you said.
Every time the trailer came on, I thought it was a completely different movie. 'Cause it seems like it's the way that like a more of like a crime investigation movie goes. Like, you know, the dude's walking down with all the blood all over.
Yeah.
him.
And
Like,
it had the worst box office opening. The second worst in the franchise.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
okay,
After
okay.
Annabelle Comes Home.
I think
Damn.
I gave
Was
it
that
a
the
3
last
on
one
the
I made?
review.
Yeah.
But after watching A Quiet Place 2 about a week later, I rounded it down to like
I dropped it to
2.5.
2.5.
Like it's just
what did
Yeah.
you give it, Chris?
I
think
think
you
2
gave it
and
two. You gave it 2.
Yeah, I think 2.
like I said, I was scared, but that was like, you know, as I said in the review, any jump scare, if you jump out of a closet, you will be scared, right? It's just how you react, and so
Yeah,
it was
pretty much
actually
all I
But
can
like,
say
but
suspenseful.
is-
I feel like there's a difference between scares. That's just kind of cheap jump scare where they like just throw
That's
it
it.
at you.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
yeah, the
Yeah.
thing is that there's been a continuous drop off from the franchise making money since The Nun came out. The Nun is the highest opening for any of the Conjuring films, which is a spin off of the second one, and the 3 that came out after that was Annabelle Comes Home, which is the worst
Then there's like
opening.
La La
Yeah,
La
I didn't
Llorona,
realize
which
there
is
was
the
so
third.
many in this franchise.
either.
This
I
is
thought there were
7.
only 4.
This is 7. There is 3 Annabelle films. There's 3 Conjuring films, and then there's La
None.
Llorona.
And
Okay.
I feel like
Cur-
if you
the
walked
Curse of La Llorona.
if you walked up to anyone on the street and asked them, "Hey, can you name all the films from the
Conjuring
Conjuring?" and they'd be like, "Conjuring 1 and 2."
Yeah,
And then if you were
maybe
like
Annabelle.
Annabelle, and they'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking
So
about?"
They'd be like me. They'd be like, I thought that was the second one for ages.
the first Annabelle movie sucked.
Yeah.
The second one was great. The second one's better than the third Conjuring.
Can't
probably on
believe
par.
you've seen them all. I just,
Yeah, I didn't see the third one, but the Warrens are in the third Annabelle film.
Shout out to the
It's at
guy who
house.
came into Greenlight Comics the other day with a full like bicep Annabelle tattoo.
Gross.
Yep.
So yeah,
It's a epic gamer move.
But
If
you
I
saw
saw
you saw a
one.
good movie as well.
saw a great movie.
You and
yeah,
Steph.
let's spend more time
Yeah.
talking
So a
about the
good
good
movie.
movie, I guess.
Yeah.
So Steph and I
which
went,
we also did a review for. Sorry, just going to throw that
Go
out
watch the
there.
review.
check that out. Not many people watched it. I'm shocked.
Well,
Um,
the movie isn't coming out for another, 15
Comes
days or
out.
whatever.
It comes out on Friday in America.
It comes out Friday here.
No, it doesn't
Advanced
come out.
screenings.
Ah, okay.
So we saw In the Heights,
Hmm?
Woo.
directed by John M. Chu.
John M. Chu, yeah, Crazy Rich Asians boy.
Crazy Rich Asians man.
Yes,
Come on, this
sorry.
man. And it is the adaptation of Lin-Manuel Miranda's his first Broadway show.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Because he also did Bring It On, didn't he? Didn't he do the music for Bring It On, the Bring It On Broadway show? Pretty sure
What?
he did.
You're the
Did he?
one with all the.
I can look it up.
I'm pretty sure he did the Bring It On Broadway, or at least did the music for it. So this was his first one, and it's his movie adaptation, highly anticipated movie adaptation,
Yes, and we loved
starring
it.
Anthony Ramos.
Highly recommend everyone check out the
And
review.
Bale
And
Organa.
also, there's a written review if you haven't got time to watch a movie. But Michael would argue that the review to read is longer than to watch. Wouldn't you, Michael?
I don't know how long the video was.
You haven't watched either then. You haven't watched it and you haven't read it.
Okay.
7 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
We
not
talked
bad.
about it for too long.
No, that's all right.
You just got too passionate.
We did get quite passionate. It's a really good movie. The music is just so much fun to watch. I reckon we'll have to go see it again because
Bring It On was after In the Heights.
Was it?
In the
did he
Heights.
did he do the musical for Bring It? The
He did do.
Is
He
In the
did do
Heights
for Bring
that
It On.
old?
Yeah. In
2012.
the Heights was he worked on it through 2002 to 2010.
It came out. Did it come out in 2008? Is
Is
that when it's credited as like the year it hit Broadway?
Well, it started off Broadway, didn't it?
Probably they all do,
Before
don't
it
they?
got a.
Let me have a look.
So unless it's obviously like a big name, I guess. Then
Yeah.
Premiered in 2005
Okay.
in Connecticut.
When did it come
Wow.
out on Broadway? This is a semantic.
2008 in Broadway.
Hey, that's where
he knows his
Well,
facts.
It is
sorry.
a lot of fun. The movie's just
Yeah,
lots of fun.
it's a weird thing with me in musicals. I watch a musical once, and I feel completely underwhelmed. Then I go back and watch it again, and I
Oh.
love it.
Have you seen it again?
No.
Okay.
But he has been listening. I'm
but the
assuming you've been
time
listening to the
between
music.
but the time between me watching it, I listen to the music, and I get keen for it. I go see it again. I fucking love it. Happened with Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Happened with Mamma Mia. Here we go again. That ended up being my favorite.
I mean, it
movie
must
of
just
that
be
year.
because you're more familiar with the music after that.
Yeah,
like-
I reckon it is. But the more I think, I'm excited to watch this one again.
I can't wait to see it personally.
It's good.
Like Michaela and I can't wait. It's gonna like I
You're gonna
love
love it.
Anthony Ramos and he's amazing.
You know,
he's got new music out as well. Go
he
check
is
his
great.
out.
My personal favorite was Corey Hawkins.
Oh yeah,
As Benny.
Yeah, he was awesome. But I reckon you're gonna love it, Brayden.
yeah. I'm gonna absolutely go crazy for it.
What was I gonna say? It's long though. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, I saw it's
nearly
really
2.5
long.
It's longer than the musical. The
Interesting.
musical was 2.5 hours with an intermission. This
Okay.
is 2.5 hours.
I would have
no intermission.
advocated
that's
for an
interesting.
intermission.
Man, I fucking love intermissions. Bring them back.
I think
Also-
they should for movies that
Yeah.
are over 2 hours.
Because I have been listening to a bit of the actual Broadway musical of it. Nina had a mum in the
Oh.
show, and she's not in the movie at all.
Yeah, didn't she
Yeah.
die?
It would have been 3
Oh,
hours.
Like
Yeah,
that's not a spoiler, but like that's just a
Yeah.
creative choice they made.
But yeah, it's great. The music's fantastic. I'd say the music is more boppy than anything from Hamilton. So it's probably, I reckon the music, it's weird to say that
it
the
is
music's more,
boppy.
I think
Enjoyable.
if you put them up against each other,
Yeah.
public opinion, like your nobodies, everyday folk will like this more than Hamilton, mainly because
Yeah.
it's not just all singing. and
Yeah.
I just think
dancing.
Hamilton collectively is a stronger set
Well,
of
yeah.
songs, so they
Yeah.
work better. They transition into each other.
It's
better.
like
And that shows what happens when you work in the industry a lot more and you like develop as a writer.
the perfect way to compare it is like Greatest Showman and Les Mis. I'd rather listen to the Greatest Showman soundtrack, but Les Mis is better.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
understandable.
yeah, that's a good analogy.
I feel like
It's the difference
obviously,
between-
like the music also comes down like if someone heard the Hamilton music and they're not obviously like too well like into like musicals, they may not quite like it as much as I don't know something that's a bit more poppy in the word.
It's like the first
and
time you hear
upbeat
any
and
song,
stuff.
the first
Yeah.
time you hear any song, you're just sort of feeling it out, seeing if you vibe with it
But
or
like
not.
if
Well-
obviously if they're like a lot of upbeat songs, I think people are gonna connect with them a lot more.
Also, listening to the Broadway sound, Steph, we mentioned this on the car ride home. It's almost they've changed the music in the show to give it more of an urban hip hop vibe too.
yeah,
I
they
think
have.
I think
In the show- in the
Hamilton may
movie.
have had a big impact on that.
Yeah,
They have released the first 8 minutes of In the Heights on the Warner Brothers Pictures
Yeah.
YouTube.
Did you watch it?
Site.
I
I
watched
did.
it again.
I showed it to my mum as well, and the first thing she said was, "This is just like Hamilton. I'm getting this. Is this like Hamilton?" I said, "What's the same guy?" She goes, "Is it? It looks." It
You
looks
should say
exactly like
no,
Hamilton."
Mum. You're thinking of Moana.
And they've also released. They've only released 2 songs on Spotify.
Oh,
In the Heights and 96,000.
do they have a date of when they're putting the whole track
No,
up?
but I want it to come up.
I imagine it would be with the full release.
Yeah, so 96,000 is
It
incredible.
hits. It does hit.
It's so and it's more rappy than.
I'm very excited for it.
So,
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
Great musical, great movie.
Great review.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
The review's fine.
Okay.
I liked it. It was like 60 minutes because it was just the two of you.
God.
Beautiful.
What's
So
next?
now we
Ian?
can do what we've been watching. Finally,
Well, yeah,
Yes.
more or less.
Well, I mean, like, cause
Alex, what have you been watching?
Yeah,
Thanks for
okay,
asking,
there you go.
guys.
There you go.
I never get to go first.
No.
Don't you always go first?
No, he
So,
normally ever end up
I asked.
Legitimately,
He always asks.
He always
I-
went last.
in the last couple months, because Michaela and I have also been watching all the Marvel movies, both MCU and otherwise. We've been watching all of them in chronological order. It's ridiculous. Not chronological, release order. So my Letterboxd is suddenly, I'm starting to use Letterboxd again because I dropped off it for a while. And then in my sickness, I watched a heap of movies as well. I watched Spawn for the first time. Spawn is terrible. Don't watch
is
Spawn.
that?
It's a comic book movie from the 90s. It's really
I
bad.
did think he was going to lead into something about how
Yeah,
you
yeah. You're not going
No,
first, Alex.
no, you were. Yeah, that was the whole joke. You get it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's hitting it today. Brayden's back with a
Oh,
vengeance.
some of us got it.
Yeah, I got.
I got 2 shows in me, bitches.
If Brayden's coming out swinging, I'm coming out swinging. Brayden, you son of a bitch, you gave Guardians of the Galaxy only 3.5 out of 5. What the fuck's up with that?
Yeah, I'm not a huge person of Guardians of the Galaxy.
The first one?
Yeah, I'm not huge on it. I think I'm burnt out on Chris Pratt, to be
We'll
honest.
throw hands.
That's fair enough.
I feel that, actually.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Chris Pratt's been done. He's
Yeah,
done.
I'm just watching your mic.
Yeah.
Slowly
Yeah.
go.
I'm offended.
But
kinda- yeah.
separated from the MCU, Mitchell's vs. the Machines is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I
The
watched
Netflix-
Michael and
the-
I watched that.
Netflix cartoon.
I loved it. Oh my god, it's so good.
We
Still late
spoke
for
about
this.
this on the show.
We spoke
My
about it last
only
week,
real
yeah.
issue with
it was a
is
little
that
bit.
I think I got a bit old. I think I got a bit tired of all the graphics popping up.
All the pop-ups, yeah.
I think that was my only issue.
There
with
was no break in that
Yeah.
movie. That movie is 120% from the get-go.
it was surprisingly emotional.
Yeah.
And I love. There's a scene in the middle of a mall with a giant thing. Which
Oh
is
my God.
incredible.
Yeah, we would. That's
Yeah,
what
we
did.
won't. We still won't spoil.
No,
it.
no, no. It's a great
I
reveal.
think I gave it
It's
4.5.
Freaky.
Christian,
Yeah.
you and I might have to watch this.
Yeah,
next
Alex
show.
did tell me to. I think.
we said it last week. You got to shout out like Alex Leahy.
Oh my god, yeah, Alex Lay on the
Original
soundtrack.
songs.
Oh my god, love
Because-
this.
Oh, that's cool.
It when every day's a weekend come out because obviously it's like in
Yeah.
the background, and I was sitting there like, I know this
It was
song.
like they-
I couldn't quite figure out who it was. It's like it just wasn't clicking in my head.
It was like-
and then this, like it got to the chorus, like, and I was singing. I was literally singing,
Singing along, you're like,
words.
wait, why do I know this? It was like they Googled who were some like young lesbian singers, and they were like, oh yeah, Alex Lee, we'll do that. But no, it's a great original song as well.
I would like to hear a little more about your thoughts on Inside because we both watched that as well.
Yes.
I watched the first half an hour of it.
Oh,
do
you're
you
in
like
for
Yeah, it's fun.
you're in for something.
I don't know. I watched the first half an hour of it the second
That was me, sorry.
it came out. And how long's it been out for? And I haven't really.
I don't know.
It's been out for a while. The first half hour seems the most like old Bo Burnham stuff.
Well, Bo Burnham. Oh, I love Bo Burnham. I love his first two comedy specials, What and Make Happy.
Make happy.
I want to
Make-
watch him now.
They're
knowing this.
fantastic. I'm not sure if it was just I like him on stage, stand up. This, the first half an hour, I'm more appreciative of the way it was made
Yeah.
compared to the content.
Well, yeah, I think
If
you
I
have to
can-
be appreciative.
If I
of the
can
way it was
read
made.
my, I don't do reviews on anything, but I wrote a little thing for Bo Burnham
Were you just so passionate about it? You
because
had
I
to
was
put
just
thoughts
like,
down?
this is fucking insane.
I loved
So
it.
I gave it 5 stars.
Me too.
And this is a quote. I wasn't really much of a Bo Burnham fan before this, but fuck me, this is true feat in production. What he's able to do in the confines of this single room is both impressive and concerning. Also, God, I hope that man is feeling okay now.
Yeah, that was my big takeaway from it was just how impressive it was. The
This
way it was
one-man
made.
army.
But other than that, like I think I do prefer Make Happy and What
Yeah.
as shows.
I might have to watch
Sounds
them then
better.
before I come up with an opinion.
I
I
mean,
do recommend going through and watching the rest of it. It's not a comedy special.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But it was.
It's very different.
It's labeled as a
but it's
comedy
still
special.
funny. But it's still funny.
there's still plenty of jokes in it. Like
Yeah,
there's still
like white woman Instagram's funny.
oh my god, and just
What about Socko? That was in the first
Soccer's
half hour.
funny, and then the first. I think I saw a part. I don't know when this happens, but I think I saw this.
the internet
external-
song.
No,
No.
the other one. That too, though.
Yeah.
Which one's the one? The one where he just does the reaction.
Oh yeah, he
Oh,
reacts to himself.
the-
yeah,
The intern, unpaid intern.
That's the kind of Bo Burnham stuff
Yeah.
I think is funny.
very clever,
That
very well
was
done.
really
What
funny.
kind of format is this show?
It's
It's
like a collection
him
of
and-
shorts.
What am I looking at? Just him on the
It's
middle
a
of the
collection
screen.
of shorts.
Him filming
Vignettes.
himself in his room over the course of the entirety of quarantine.
I mean, the
Yeah, just
joke
doing
is
funny
that
shit.
he's doing things that
he's
everyone
being
was doing.
creative, and he's making fun of like YouTube in the same time as like
Yeah.
the quarantine is fucking him up.
Yep.
And
Everything
like
that he
trigger
does-
warning for anyone who's thinking of watching this. This is a pretty hardcore special.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we got hints of this at the end of Make Happy, where at the end of Make
Yeah.
Happy, he does this whole Kanye-esque song
Oh,
about
yeah.
how he's like everyone's got all these expectations of him, and he's just he's basically only doing comedy to make other people happy, but he's not happy doing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like
Yeah, he talks about it again in this.
Yeah.
With he talks about how he ended into doing stand up because of his social anxiety and stuff,
Yeah.
and his
Oh, really?
I'm
stage
pretty
fright and
sure
everything.
He ends that show by going, "Thank you, I hope you're happy," and then
Yeah.
it ends.
Well,
yeah,
like I
and
said,
then
my only impression of Bo Burnham prior to this was in Promising Young Woman, and that's all I know of him. So this is the
Great
second
movie,
thing
by
I've
the way.
watched, and I did love it. And like I was going to say to Michael was that everything that he does in this special can achievably be done by anyone, right?
Yeah.
Reacting to videos, for instance, or doing like a let's play, things like that. Like
if you have access
seems very
to
realistic.
the lights that he got, like he just bought a bunch of shit on Amazon and
Yeah.
just played around for 3 months before he actually started like filming shit for this special. And it's fascinating.
I want to finish watching it because I'm such a big fan of him.
Yeah.
I get so happy every time I hear he's in a movie coming out.
Mm.
Like Eighth Grade, I think is an incredible movie that
Yeah.
I still haven't
he
seen
wrote
that.
and directed. And I think once again, I think everyone's saying he proved with this how good of a director he is.
Oh my god, yeah.
But like he's the best part in bad movies
Mm.
such as Rough Night. He plays just someone's friend in Rough Night, and he's
Oh,
the best part of
yeah.
that movie. And he's also great in the big Sick. Is it The Big Sick? With
Yeah,
Mel?
that sounds right.
Yeah,
He
he's
isn't
in
that. He plays one of his comedian friends. He's fantastic and a big fan of Bo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great from what I've seen. I have to watch more
I
of his
do
stuff.
like
I think.
I do like the comedy special. I think and like just like how creative he is with his songs. Like
Oh, the way
obviously-
he also he does musical cues within his show.
Oh my god.
like there's like if you watch one of the specials, like he's just very smart and it's always like he's got his timing perfectly.
He's really smart. You can tell.
And and like with this comedy special, like the ones he has with audiences and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's just the songs he has and everything. He's really funny.
My favorite, I think, is Make Happy has a continuity joke where he goes, he's like, in one shot something's like this, and then in the other shot, and then his t-shirt's different.
Yeah.
And then he's like this.
He plays with so much shit like that in this special. He's a master at this one man production. And then obviously at the end there is like a production team behind it as well who help along. But like the fact of all the shit that he did himself is so impressive.
It's very like self-aware, self-deprecating. It's just it's great.
And warning for anyone who's in a dark place at the moment.
Yeah, it does play on that. Christian, have you seen Promising Young Woman?
No, I have not.
No, I was going to say you're staying
Quite
pretty
promising.
silent. It's really good. It's a really good movie. I reckon you'd like it.
I really do need to watch that.
Yeah, you gotta
Michael,
watch it
mute
too.
Brayden's microphone.
Thank you.
So, am I able to, if I
Netflix.
haven't consumed much like
Oh,
Bo
sorry.
Burnham before,
Yep.
am I able to jump in to Alone?
Probably inside.
Sorry,
Inside. Yeah,
inside.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
where I got Alone
Yeah,
from.
I
He's
think you
alone
could.
in the inside.
For
isn't
sure.
he?
I would say you can because I haven't really seen him in like a super comedic role. Promising Young Woman, I wouldn't say he's in like a. I mean, he plays the comedic relief, but it's not really a comedy, is it?
No, it's a dark comedy. It's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
pitch
it's
black comedy.
it's
if anything.
it's completely different. So yeah, I would say you can go into it. Only goes for an hour and a half, right? Just over,
Yeah.
just under. Anyway,
Yeah,
around
I
that
think
mark.
it goes for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think I've got 50 minutes left of it.
Nice.
I watched a few things, but it's stuff I've all seen before, so I'll just rattle it off. I watched Chicken Run.
How did you find that coming back to
Chicken
it?
Run's fantastic.
Yeah.
My goodness, Chicken Run is great.
This is from the DreamWorks tier list.
Yeah.
That was great.
Chicken Run ended up being in God tier with all three How to Train Your Dragons. And
I understand it.
Yep.
You've been going back and watching those.
I watched How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2. We'll get into that.
It's so good.
I'm going to watch number 3 eventually again. And then I finally got to watch the Snyder Cut in 4K. Because for some reason Binge didn't put it out in 4K. So I bought it in 4K. Bitch.
Oh, you would have done it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that like you wouldn't have bought it.
It has to go on my shelf. But here's the thing. When I put it on my shelf, do I put it in the order it came out? So it was after Birds of Prey? Or do I put it in where it was meant to come out in between Batman v Superman and Wonder Woman?
I
Depends
think
on if you-
you got
Problems
to
I
take
have.
it warts and all. You should put it at the end. Put it
I
after
did. That's
Birds of
what I've
Prey.
done.
It depends on if you throw out Joss Whedon's one.
No, because that's a collector's item. The rubbish Justice League?
Yeah.
Come on.
Bad video games are worth the most because they printed less.
Exactly. No one's going to watch that piece of shit anymore. And then I wish I had my letterbox up. But I don't
Do you want me to find
maybe
it?
I watched something else.
I got Letterboxd up.
I don't think I watched anything else really.
Well, it can't be that.
It was mainly
memorable
DreamWorks
anyway.
movies.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicken Run's great. Everyone should rewatch Chicken Run. Definitely can hear the Mel Gibson in that chicken though. Yeah, they're making a sequel.
With Mel Gibson.
No,
I was going to say.
everyone's back but Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's everything you watched other than earlier Quiet Place and Quiet Place 2 and stuff.
Yeah, I did go watch them again.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think I was on the show when I watched them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's literally all you watched.
Oh, I rewatched Invincible again.
You rewatched Invincible.
I rewatched Invincible also.
Michael
That was
finished
bad.
Invincible.
I finished Invincible
Oh my
and
God.
watched all the post-credit scenes.
Good on you,
Sorry,
Michael.
I didn't talk for 10 minutes and I think I forgot how.
Did you watch? You've seen Invincible?
Yeah, I've seen it all.
Have you finished Invincible?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. Oh my
Hey!
We can talk about it.
We've been
another
waiting.
time.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not watched the entirety of Invincible, including post-credit scenes,
Michael.
Yes, all of them.
I
you
learned my lesson.
you need
off.
to skip forward into the video. Alex will put his hand up in the video when we're done talking about spoilers, and then you can scrub down the bottom of the YouTube and find that. Audio listeners, good luck. But yeah, we're going to talk about
I have to make
Invincible.
it work for him. Fuck it. It's spoilers for Invincible, guys.
Yeah.
Until we don't talk about Invincible. Well, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So,
So,
Get into it.
not only have I watched all of Invincible, I've
Chugga
read all
chugga,
of,
choo choo.
I've read all of Invincible. I know.
Alex's.
Oh, yeah.
Alex's. Have we
He's that,
got
like,
volume 3 for you
book
yet?
snob now.
I went in and got it.
Okay,
It
good.
was
Yeah.
sick. I couldn't wait.
Exactly. Yeah, I was worried about that.
So, we watched
Yeah,
Invincible.
where do we start?
Oh yeah, I know there
did
is so
watch
much to
Invincible.
unpack. Let's.
So let's go from the end and then go back.
I suppose
Sure.
so.
Yes.
Okay.
Seth Rogen's my favorite character in the entirety of Invincible.
That's deserved. He's fabulous.
Alan the alien.
He's two scenes, or is he able to be a favorite character?
He's my favorite. I love him.
He's if
He made a big impact.
He did. Seth Rogen's a big get for Alan though, because if he's in the rest of the show, he's
Well, I
Money,
think
money.
Alex was mentioning something about Seth Rogen, like in his personal life, wanting to work on a live
trying to
action
make a live action
Invincible,
Invincible,
which
him
I
and
don't
Evan
think is
Goldberg.
good. I think they should leave it. It's perfect as it is
I
right
think
now.
I
It works.
don't
Such a
think
good
it would
comic.
work
Yeah,
as
it's
live
perfect.
action.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other comic book properties that are being adapted right now that I think
Saga.
are going to do a lot better
Better.
than if they just try to do an Invincible.
Saga better be like this style if they do
Yeah,
It has to be
Saga-
like this.
What
yeah.
are you going to do better with Invincible that you can't? Like, live
No.
action's going to add more challenges
Not
to...
only is
like-
the show fantastic, it's better than the source material.
Yeah.
It's somehow weeded out the fat from the source material,
Mm.
and it's taken storylines that happen way later into the comics and made it happen parallel to what's happening with these, and it works and it makes sense.
Mm.
I
that-
think that's what happens when you get most of the creative team that's on the comic book.
Well, like
to come
yeah.
back for the-
And they've also been thinking about it for 15 years.
Well, Robert Kirkman has said that he's a better writer now than he was 15 years ago. So he says it's going to be better.
yeah. So we don't like Omni-Man, do we?
No, we love Omni-Man.
No,
He-
we don't.
Yeah, well...
He is a two-sided character who reveals his true intentions in an incredible way.
Yeah.
And have everyone seen the
Am I allowed to
meme?
talk?
Everyone seen the
No,
meme
not
about
too
him doing
much.
the arm thing
No, you keep your
over
mouth shut.
Can't talk comics.
the body?
'cause that's spoilers for us.
But like
Sorry,
everything-
Brayden, I'm listening.
But it's like it's like trying to talk about Iron Man 1 without thinking about what happens in Endgame. It's just like, I got to talk
You're
about
just
the
going to have to
growth.
keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. It's
The thing, the
Very
problem is
interesting.
I can't mute him without muting me, so it's not a big loss.
We'll take the sacrifice.
Michael's taking one for the team. Take one for the team. No, so Invincible is a very, very, very good cartoon. The cast continues to be absolutely bonkers.
Perfect cartoon.
And they knock it out of the park with every single scene they get. Everything that plays on superhero tropes both works back in the original comic because, like, you know, superhero comics were a big deal and superhero movies were just starting to come out or like hitting the big time per se. And then now we're in this, like, we are overexposed to superheroes. We have so much superhero content every single day of our lives, and it still works perfectly.
Well, I have things to say.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. No, well, I want to talk about what I love about the show, but also what I think some parts of the show I think work better in the comic book. I think the comic book, obviously, at the end of episode 1, and it makes sense that you have the Omni-Man.
Got to have it in the pilot.
Murdering the Guardians, because that's the hook.
Yeah.
As we found out last time we talked about it, Michael just thought the show was fine
Yeah.
because he didn't have the hook.
I was waiting. Obviously, like some shows, like they build up a little bit.
I still don't get how you pause it so quick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's because I saw the credits come up.
Credits, and you just slam on the laptop.
No, I was like turned my TV off and I was
Because
going to get
there's
ready for bed.
background. It's
crazy.
not music in the credits behind
Yeah,
the
I
credits.
know.
There's-
I kind of
there's
I saw the
talking,
credits
like,
pop up and I'm just like
3
all right,
seconds
I'm
in.
okay.
The first step's a bit slow. We don't see any gore or violence yet. So I can understand you being like, oh, you know, it probably picks up. You know, I'll move on with it, but not realizing.
But like I said it before, like after knowing that now, but like it wasn't even with all the post-credit scenes. Like each episode, like I thought, I pretty much after that episode and like them showing me the post-credit scene after the show last week, I was pretty hooked. And then like each episode, I'm like, all right, where's this gonna go? Where's this gonna go? And I just kept getting hooked by things that were happening.
Really cool little
So-
cliffhangers.
Back to what I was saying before, sorry. Is that I think that the comic book works better in the sense that we get to spend a lot more time with Omni-Man. It feels more of a portrayal for us as a comic book reader.
Very true.
When
Yeah.
you read the first,
Because there's a lot more time.
Because there's a lot more time you get with the whole family, everyone hanging out until we find out Omni-Man kills the Guardians.
Yep.
So that reading the comic book, it feels more of you feel
Right.
more like Mark.
You
They
get a lot more
vilify him
training.
from the get-go in the show,
Yeah.
and so you don't really have any sort of investment in him as like a
Exactly.
You kind of, it's more just like curiosity of what happened and where's this going to lead, like what's that going to lead to, like, because obviously as the show goes on, like, you know, people start putting 2 and 2 together, it's like, and figuring it out, so it's kind of more of like, where's this going to go?
Yeah. And I was going to say something. Soundtrack's fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
it's a
soundtrack
bop
is
for sure.
awesome.
I thought it was really good. Yeah.
I've
It's a
made
bop.
a playlist on
With all the-
on Spotify, and it's because I hate all these other fucking Invincible playlists that just throw in these random songs, and the songs aren't in order of when they happen in the show. Alex's playlist has all the songs, and they're all in order when they happen in the show.
God, you're like Rain Man.
when you look at a window and figure out economics.
Yeah.
So yeah, fantastic soundtrack. Love it. Do we have a favorite episode?
Number 2.
The Flaxons.
Easily number 2
The
for me.
Flaxons
I reckon
is
that's a good episode.
And the
Yeah.
favorite song as well.
Doom, doom.
Because you get the appearance of it twice and then the other version of it as well.
And
it is fucking awesome.
Isn't
Omni-Man-
Alan the alien
Omni-Man
in
in the
episode 2 as
Flaxons.
well?
Alan's
Yeah.
Alan's in episode
Alan's
2.
in 2, yeah.
There you go, wins.
So
And Omni-Man in the Flaxen dimension at the end.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bonkers.
it's hard for me to choose.
See, that's what I
between-
can't see them recreating in a live action, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
You need-
how much CGI they're going to
No,
spend.
it's the fact that
of
you
money.
need endgame budget
Yeah.
to be able to make an episode of this
Well,
show.
That's a
They're making
minor
a
scene
movie-
from an episode. It's a side story.
Yeah.
If they're
Yeah.
making a movie, I reckon they ditch. To them to make a movie, they're gonna have to ditch the Flaxons.
They'd
They've
have to.
ditched the whole Mars.
You'd have to cut so much to fit this in a
The
movie.
Flaxons are a movie.
Yeah.
Like,
it, yeah.
Yeah,
like-
you're right. Episode 2 is a movie.
Yeah.
So my favorite's a tie between episode 5 and episode 8.
Okay, that's fair.
Episode 5, you have the Titan stuff
Yep.
where Mahershala Ali is Titan, and then
Oh,
That
that
is
was a
very
good
cool.
episode.
yeah, and then at the end you get the fight with Battle Beast and them.
Oh,
Oh my God.
So the
Very
whole
brutal
machine
fight.
head Titan
Yeah,
side.
and then-
like-
We see.
See, I wasn't expecting that. That's one of those episodes where like the hook got me with the whole like that was his plan all
And
along.
I love Machine Head, and I love what the auto tune they use on Machine.
Oh my
Head.
God, it was so good.
Oh,
his
yeah.
quantum
Ti-
probabilities.
When
yeah.
Titan smashes his desk and he goes, and it was Italian maple.
Yeah.
Then later in the show, when he smashes through the door, he goes, also Italian maple.
Yeah, but it's all auto-tuned. It's fucking
And
great.
it's
I
like,
love
I
it.
know where your family
Yeah,
is.
that wasn't
My
really
family
good
Like I
is-
said,
Yeah.
it wasn't like an irritating robotic like auto tune. Like
You work
it's-
for me now.
Like some of
Yeah.
it was
I
like
know where your
very
family
normal, and then
lives.
some words like obviously had
Yeah.
the pitch change, but like it didn't like it wasn't like all very like
Yeah, I actually wasn't sure for a
high-pitched.
long while whether he was singing or not. Like whether it was
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I gotta say as well, I think it's the perfect show for Amazon's X-ray vision, where it
Yeah,
gives you all
a lot
the
of
like
stuff in there.
the cast and crew and trivia and stuff.
everyone
And
is in the
also
show.
music
About the
as well.
music.
Any other thing you watch, you would look at it at the start of the film and then never look at it again.
If you pause it to go to the bathroom, you go, "What the fuck, Mahershala Ali's in this?"
Exactly. Anytime you move the mouse if you're watching on a laptop or anything, you get so much fun information. It's I watched it moving my mouse constantly, every scene.
It came in handy, like John Hamm.
John Hammond.
Yeah, all the little
And,
cameos. It's
Vampire
great.
Weekend. Vampire
Yeah,
Weekend.
Vampire
was
Weekend.
the-
We're in it.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
see?
this is
Like,
just.
Oh,
there's
man.
more
Do you
than
know
I
the
thought.
cast?
Yeah.
Oh my god, half of the crew of Walking Dead's in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing, and also just like some of the like god tier like people who have been in superhero cartoons since like the 80s, like these cream of the crop voice actors. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and talk about. So I managed to catch up to where the show was at the end of episode 7.
Yep.
And I read further before watching episode 8.
And you were just like,
So
fuck.
the line, and I can finally say it in the show, where it was what we have in 500 years, and
Yeah.
it's like, you, Dad, I'd have you.
Yeah.
I nearly teared up reading it. So when I'm watching the show, and then before they do, because I'm waiting for that the whole time, they throw on this fucking baseball flashback that's not in the comics.
Yeah,
I cried in the baseball flashback because I knew what was coming.
yeah,
And
it's
just like, because it's Mark with no teeth, and then flashback
it's
Mark has
real
no
hot
teeth.
shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
real hot shit.
And then
It's
it's
real
just
Oh
good.
yeah, he's looking worse for wear in that last.
And then he's
This is the most violent thing I've ever seen in my
You
life.
get
Yeah.
the whole montage of like him looking up to his dad and everything. Like
Oh,
you can just
I-
you can just see like it's like his whole image of his dad's just shattered.
I get emotional going back and watching the show when he's just talking to Mark.
Talking
I'm
to
like,
his-
This is coming.
Yeah,
Like,
And just with that stuff, like what really like made the show for me, and like Brayden mentioned oversaturation
Yes.
of superheroes. I'm the guy that hates that.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it before. Real themes,
Yeah.
real consequences. Like it's
Oh.
just like The Boys. It reminds me in that. If something happens, there's real consequences. Not every superhero is just going to get punched in the wall and get back up.
Yeah, and-
Even Invincible has some kind of vulnerability to him, like
Literally
clearly.
twice. He's like
Quite
Yeah.
invincible.
close to death, like in hospital for
Yeah.
weeks.
Because he's a freaking kid. He just started becoming a superhero,
And
and he
Vil-
goes out and tries to fight
Viltrumites
Beastmaster.
Viltrumites get stronger as they get older.
Yeah.
So even though Mark could train his ass off,
Yeah.
he's never going to be as strong as his dad because that just happens.
his dad
with
will always
maturity.
naturally, yeah.
Older Viltrumites will always be stronger.
Funnily enough, on the oversaturation and how this actually has proper themes, I was listening to a podcast with a couple of screenwriters who were discussing a lot of things that work in stories The reason why one of them on the show didn't like Marvel movies that much because nothing really happens to the characters a lot. They come out at the end of the movie basically the same as they went
That's
into
why
it.
my dad doesn't like Marvel films.
Yeah.
He said it's all just a cop-out.
They basically came down to it. If you want to tell a really good story, you need to break your characters. You are
Characters have to
constantly
give
throwing
something.
the worst shit at them, and you're not giving them a break because that's not what life is.
They have to give something back, and lose something. Like,
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
There's gotta
for
be
the story.
consequences
Yeah.
and-
Like, if they won the day, they had to lose something, to trade something for that. Yeah.
I just have to say, by the way, sorry, I know you want to jump in, but my two favourite characters, I think, were Walton Goggins' character.
Oh, yeah.
Loved
Cecil.
him. I think he's, what was his name?
Cecil.
There you go, him. And the
Yeah.
demon detective.
Oh, Damien.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Demon
If you think
detective.
Damien, I really hope Damien just never comes back.
Oh my God.
Because in the comic book, he's a fucking joke.
He is deliberately. So Steph, he's deliberately a joke character because there are characters in comics that have existed like that. He's like a Hellboy
Yeah,
Rorschach.
he looks like Hellboy,
But,
yeah.
like,
and it's such a parody on the genre.
in the
It's so funny.
the comic,
He
has
even has,
the
like, broken
book
English
from Evil
as well.
Dead, like the
Yeah.
notebook he
In-
leaves for her.
Yeah,
in the
it's such
comic,
bullshit.
though, like he just rocks up. Like they're like, Damien, we need like. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna investigate this. And then in the comic, he comes back a few issues later and he goes, Omni-Man killed the Guardians. And everyone's like, we know. Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's been doing his investigation, but they've all figured it out
Yeah.
before he could even get back to the... He's a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he was nice.
He's a
still.
fun
He was,
character.
yeah.
I like the actor who does his
Clancy
voice.
Brown.
Clancy
Yeah.
Brown from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, just
Yeah,
like I was
Mr.
saying
Krabs.
before,
Oh, my God.
it's just that it's not just gore. It's the full
emotional.
stories and the themes, and it's so good to see them. I'm assuming this existed in comic books and graphic novels for some time, but we're not seeing it on the big screen
Yeah.
with the superhero genre. You
Well,
know?
I think that the credit to the writing of the show, when we mentioned before, Robert Kirkman even considers himself a better writer, is Debbie is a huge step up from this part.
Oh my God,
Like
yeah.
in the comics, she does not know a fucking thing until that.
I like the creative choice
into
to
the
divert from that.
Yeah, like she doesn't know anything until the confrontation with Mark, and she's in there with Cecil and all them, and then that's when she
Oh,
finds
like
out
so
what
when
Nolan did.
Omni-Man tells
Yeah.
Mark is when she hears
And
it.
but in this, it's like she's such a stronger character.
She's figuring shit out on her own.
And Amber, my
Yeah.
goodness, is Amber a much better character in this show? Amber in the original one just thought Mark was dealing drugs.
Yeah.
and that's why she thought he was like leaving early. He was always late to things.
I feel like the comparison between Invincible, the comic, and Invincible, the TV show, with the 15 years of growing as writers, and this is a perfect example of how to grow and change with times and modernize, because those original comics weren't exactly the most feminist things in the world. Like, they weren't super problematic or anything, but, like, they could have been better. And this proves it. It does a much better job of adapting all that into a modern world.
During the college episode, I had the weirdest like connection in my head. So the evil science dude that's turning all
Yes.
the people
Ezra
into the
Miller.
robots.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. He reminded me so much of the bug dude from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my
Weevil.
God.
Yeah,
Weevil.
just the
God.
voice. Like, literally,
Yeah.
I was just sitting there watching. I'm like,
His,
So I
his
think-
kind of petty frustration, I can see that. you
it's
know.
the voice.
I'm
too.
smarter than everybody.
Yeah, it's the voice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's like the same voice actor. I really hope it is.
It's
Alex,
a very similar tone.
Alex,
It
I
is,
hope in the
yeah.
video you just cut to yourself in the middle of that discussion because your mouth just kept going.
Yeah, he needs to say something.
It's just because I personally thought, even though I fucking love every single episode of the show, they're all fucking for 10 out of 10 for what I care about. Maybe episode 6, which is what the college episodes, maybe it's a 9.5. I think that is the weakest episode. Also thought that was the weakest storyline in the comic book, but they do it better in the show.
They stood it better.
As I said in my review, even the weakest aspects of the comic books, which are still good, are elevated in the show, and they make it better by restructuring it. In the comic book, the whole Rhiannon thing gets stretched out over different periods of time. Like they go for a college visit. The first one pops up and powers itself on the sun sphere, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then Mark ends up going to college, and then they do that whole Rhiannon thing with everything that happens.
Yeah.
So I think it's better that they condense it down into this, because I think that they're going to cut out a big chunk of the show where Mark's off doing something, which I'm fine with, because that can go.
Like more him just living a normal,
Yeah,
his normal life.
yeah.
Wow.
Invincible's very good.
Yeah, I was going to say, there are thoughts on Invincible. We
yeah.
gotta.
I have one little issue
All
though
right.
with the show. It's that I think there's one miscast.
Ooh.
And I think,
Okay.
fortunately, I think it's Gillian Jacobs as Adam Eve.
Ooh. Is that see?
Britta's in this.
Is this that is the reason? That's the reason. It's for people going, oh, it's Britta from Community. I love Gillian Jacobs. She's been great in a lot of stuff.
I love her too, but she's the only character when I read the comic books, I don't read it in her voice.
Right.
Yeah, but
okay.
I feel like that's a you problem.
Maybe.
I do think that's
But
your problem. I
read
think she's actually really fitting for the character.
Nolan is
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons always will be. Seth Rogen's always Alan. Everyone's in the same voice. DX St. Clair, Cecil.
But it's totally what Brayden said. You see Britta when you start thinking about it. If you don't think about it, I didn't really notice. I thought she was great.
Anyone who
I didn't
doesn't
even pick up it was her.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know Community, anyone who doesn't check to see who it is, they're gonna go, "Oh yeah, that character was
If you
good."
think this is Britta's voice and watch it thinking that, then it takes you out.
Jason
obviously.
Mantzoukas also.
Oh, he's
shout
awesome.
out.
Only sounds like Jason Mantzoukas.
Rex Flode. I mean,
Rex Flode is
perfect.
awesome.
Perfect.
Invisible's very good. Yeah. I think we should move on a little bit. I need to change the camera battery so someone else can do the main talking.
Okay.
Well,
there's something I did watch because it finally came out on Disney Plus for free. I finally watched Raya.
I got no
Okay.
camera on me when we talk
I need
about
to watch
Raya.
Raya.
Really?
So
without too many spoilers, because I haven't seen it yet. I know that's
all right, okay, you got to jump on it. I like kind of wish I watched it a while ago. Like I thought it was really beautiful. I thought the story was really good. I just had all around
better or worse than How to Train Your Dragon, because that's all I'm thinking of.
not the same. I don't think it's the same.
Is it not? Are they not about dragons?
Yeah,
Like,
they both
no.
have dragon in the title, don't they?
Yeah, there's a dragon in the title. That's right.
That's same
But
movie.
it's the last dragon.
Oh,
It's Raya.
yeah. I suppose there's only one dragon.
Okay.
Isn't there?
Did you get Avatar vibes of it, Michael?
Yes, I get 100% get what you said by the Avatar vibes.
Can I go back now?
But yeah, I got what you guys meant by the Avatar vibes.
All right, I need to go out and watch Raya.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
watch Raya. I got to watch Mitchell versus the Machines and
Raya's
watch
better.
Raya too.
Raya is
Gotta
I
watch
think
them
Raya's
both.
better than Mitchell.
Might have to go on a little bit of a kid
Wow.
binge.
I have been watching a few new things on Netflix. Thank you.
Yeah, do we have to play
Yeah.
a theme song or?
Oh, we could, yeah, play a little bit of things.
Nope.
No, don't.
Nope.
Alex.
Empire
Oh,
of the
no, I
Sun,
forgot you
Christian
sang this.
Bale's
We need a shorter, abridged version, you know, like.
Abridged version.
Empire of the Sun, Christian Bale's submarine. That's what you
That's it. That's it.
All right, and now the unofficial subset, one of the unofficial subsegments that comes up and disappears to never return. Is
Yeah.
Netflix.
As quick as it
Netflix
came,
watch.
it disappeared
yeah,
for a while.
Yeah. Netflix watch.
Yep.
Yep.
What'd you watch?
Well, a few things came onto Netflix. We've been watching all the weird
Christmas
Australian shit.
Yep.
Now there's some weird American shit.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
We like Americans.
A quick mention. There was a movie called Believe Me, which
Right.
was
I
a
did
true
see that
crime
one, yeah.
movie.
I haven't watched it, but I saw it on
Yeah,
there.
it's pretty good. That's a recommend if you like true crime. It's about a girl getting kidnapped. Pretty brutal
And they're not-
kidnapping scenes,
They're not
but
believing her or something.
Yeah, no one
That's the
believes
whole
her.
thing.
and it's
yeah, I
pretty
think I
brutal
just only read this like
because she's been through abuse. So when she gets kidnapped, she immediately goes into survival mode and she starts taking evidence. And when she gets to the police, she's like, "He has this car. He has this. He has this. He has this." Like she's just listing off facts, and the police are just like,
What's it called?
"You made this up.
believe me.
Believe me."
And I
'Cause
gotta
she's
say,
so like telling a narrative because she made a point to remember, but they're like, "You just made this up."
believe me, you should support us on Patreon. And we
There
want
it
to shout
is.
out the amazing Patreons that support us with their monies. Thank you
Jai
so much,
Perry.
Mark Fleer and Jay Perry.
Jai Perry, Mark Fleer.
Jay Perry, Mark Fleer.
Jai Perry Muffler.
Joe Perry, Mark Fleer.
Joe Perry, Mark Fleer.
We're contractually obligated.
Why were you
I don't
so,
know.
like,
When did that
cautious
start?
about it?
I
That
didn't
was
realize we were all
that
gonna
was a
say
while I wasn't here.
Yeah, I know. I think they just deserve for everyone to say their name.
That's fair enough.
We
But
love
yeah,
them.
you can support us and help run this show. We need new mic stands because our mics are too heavy.
We need
do.
money.
That's the
If
main
you see
problem.
Steph's mic stand constantly falling,
It's just constantly a different.
that's
If
the
you-
issue.
the worst one.
If you have made it 43 minutes into this show and you're not a Patreon, give us money.
Are we 43 minutes into the show?
That's why I jumped
Christian,
in to do
Christian,
the ad.
talk about your movies, please.
Okay, yes. So we watched Gods and Generals, the 2008? No, 2004
You watched
maybe.
it?
It's around there.
I'm
It's around
checking
there.
it.
You know, I'm not the year guy. Alex is the year guy, even if he hasn't seen the
I'm
movie.
going to say 2007.
He's
All right, are
probably
we
gonna be
ready?
Right.
Oh God, you guys. When did you say?
I think I said 2004.
2003.
I never heard of the film.
That's all right.
2003.
All right, what are your thoughts?
So, Civil War movie, pretty decent.
Captain America.
We got some names. Jeff, what's his last name?
Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
Yep.
blanking.
From Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber Jeff Daniels,
How does
right?
he go in a
He
Civil War movie?
plays one of the best roles. Okay.
Okay.
Throughout this movie, he gives 2 or 3 speeches, like really epic speeches. So I'm pretty sure he, he says, he recites like a Lincoln speech, which is
Right.
epic. He recites a Julius Caesar speech.
Oh,
my
he's
God.
But on the
lots of
eve of a
speeches.
battle. This is all just
He just
Jeff
goes in a
Daniels.
notebook.
No. He's just like out
Martin
there
Luther King?
with his
Not even happened
glorious mustache as well, you know.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Hail Caesar!" It's like it's actually like goosebumps. Man. Jeff Daniels.
I reckon he's done well in his serious roles.
Yeah.
I reckon I've convinced myself I've only ever seen 2 Jeff Daniel films: Dumb and Dumber and The Martian.
Yeah, I think that I
The
haven't even seen Dumb and Dumber.
Martian. He's in other
No,
stuff.
he is in
He's
other
in
stuff.
101 Dalmatians.
You mean 101 Dalmatians?
Yes.
You say 101
I
Dalmatians.
said 101 and
Oh.
I don't know. I'm tired tonight. I can't speak. I'm panicking.
Is he in 101 Dalmatians?
Yeah.
Like in
The
the
live
cartoon
action.
or the live? Okay, I've never
Keep,
watched
keep
it.
telling
Yeah.
us about.
Yeah. So
You
there's
guys
that.
didn't see Space Chimps?
No, I did not see Space.
He's in Space
Um,
Chimps apparently.
It's a long one, but you know,
He's in Looper.
if you like,
I have seen Jeff Daniels.
yeah, it's a pretty good like period piece if you like that kind of thing, and if you like the Civil War, I'm sure there's a lot of people which would love the shit out of that.
We like
But yeah, not much else to say other than Jeff Daniels. We like Jeff Daniels.
We like Jeff
We
Daniels.
love
It
Jeff
also has
Daniels.
Stephen Lang in it.
Yeah,
Who's that?
so
Stephen Lang is that guy who you would recognize.
All right, let me.
the other
he's
main
he's
guy,
the bad guy in Avatar.
yes,
I haven't seen Avatar.
the general. He's the bad general.
Okay,
so
who else
he's
is he?
awesome. He plays the like most patriotic like Southern general.
Oh, I do
Like-
recognize him.
Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
Don't Breathe.
yeah. He plays Stonewall.
I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, Stonewall.
Right.
Keep talking.
So yeah, not much else to say other than just a small bit of funny thing that happened. So I've completely forgotten what it was.
Oh no! Oh no!
Steph, you talk for a second.
I was going to say, Alex better not be long because our next segment is Finance with Alex, and I already have a sneak peek of this. He's got us all like he's
Oh.
running us into the ground.
Oh, yeah?
I remembered what it was. So I had the speech, Jeff Daniels' speech up on my phone on YouTube because I was rewatching it. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's an awesome scene. And it auto-played onto a video, which I saw the next time I opened my phone. So I opened my phone to YouTube, and it's got Gods and Generals, why it's neo-Confederate propaganda.
Oh Jesus!
And I was like, neo-Confederate, that's a thing.
My
There's
God.
neo-Confederates.
Dude, good God!
Like, people just want to bring it back.
And it's
People are like-
propaganda.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
watch Neo-Confederate propaganda.
apparently. And then I
and
was
you were
like,
into it.
Yeah, that's
well,
it.
No, it's funny because I was telling my friend about how much I liked Lee in the movie, which is
Yeah.
the Confederate
Yeah,
general.
General Lee. Oh
And then I
boy!
said to my friend, I was like, "Oh, it's Confederate propaganda." I'm like, "Actually, I kind of did support the South when I watched that movie. Like, it's kind of, it's from both sides." But I was like, "Wait a minute, no, the South are the good guys in that movie."
Oh no!
Like they're totally.
It is totally going on that side.
Kind of like Jeff Daniels
Oh, no.
is on the right side,
Yeah.
and he's the only prominent character on the good side.
Okay.
Kind of like the other side has a bunch of characters.
Yeah.
Stonewall, huge, great
Yeah,
patriotic.
telling you all
character.
about them.
Yeah.
We're not telling you about.
Jeff Daniels. He gives a speech about slavery, and it's pretty
Oh my
epic.
God!
But yeah, there's much more.
Does it tell you who wins in the end?
Yeah,
I'll tell you who wins.
yeah.
The Rotten Tomatoes score. Chris, have you looked this up at all?
I'm guessing it's small. I did say this movie is like long.
Do you want to take a guess?
I'm gonna guess it's in 20%.
Is that 8%?
Oh no, that's rough.
Again, I
real
said
rough.
it's a period piece. If
Yeah.
you like that, you will enjoy the movie just because you like it on, you know. But if you were going to sit there and watch the screen and as a movie,
Yeah.
it's very long. There's a lot of
Critics can say to us the second sentence is, some may also take offense at the pro-Confederate slant.
yes, yeah.
How long is the movie?
Very long.
3 hours. See, again, if you like the period and you just like the kind of
Christian,
history,
I don't think that's going to
I think we're digging a hole here.
rationalized by gods and generals.
We super don't want that. We super don't want people listening to the show who are like
Christian's
that.
views do
Final
not
words.
reflect
I'm
those
going
of
to put
Millennial
Gods and
Movie
Generals
Talk.
in the title of the video.
Final words. The South will ride again.
No, because you thought we received hate for Kong.
Yeah.
Don't put that in the title.
Oh my God.
Oh
Can you
no!
put the South will ride again in the title?
That'll be a tag.
Okay.
You guys have to keep talking.
No,
My
Christian's
laptop's
views do
decided.
not
Good.
reflect
I
the
don't
views
God.
of
think I
Millennial
have
Movie
anything else to
Talk.
say. That was just the funniest thing.
Oh,
Christian actually
boy,
doesn't have
howdy.
anything to say for the rest of the show, so if we could just
Yeah.
mute his mic, please. We need to stop any more like hate speech.
Yeah.
Alrighty, it's been done.
Do you want to hear
Give me-
something
oh.
dumb?
Yeah, go for it.
On my phone, on my laptop, I starred all of my important documents on Drive, and so that I can just pull them off my phone.
Yep.
They don't appear on my phone.
That's interesting.
So
Well,
that's-
is this for Finance with Alex?
yeah.
Yeah, I can just give you the inside scoop.
No,
that-
I'm getting it up.
I don't know the numbers.
Steph,
I'm just going to
Steph,
say that.
sometimes it takes guys a little bit longer to get it up than others, and that's okay. And we want to support people who are like that.
This is my segment, not yours.
We have just taken a downward spiral since the Confederacy.
I wasn't sure if that was a segue to a new
Steph?
sponsor or something.
Steph, are you saying we've had a downward spiral since the Confederacy went down?
yeah, wait a minute.
Is that what you just
I
said?
agree.
Wait, should I be muting both of them?
Oh my god! I think we just need to end the show at this rate.
I think
Jesus.
we're
what's
slowly
hard?
being
No, we're not.
radicalized.
I'm talking about how much of a mess this show is right now.
No, do you want some
We're
extra
doing
Alex
highlights?
comes
so
back
well.
and we're all just southern all of a sudden.
Eat the rich, W racist.
Yeah, bring it back. Come
Yeah,
on.
bring it back. I'll balance it out.
Alex, I'm glad you returned to our regularly scheduled podcast.
God damn it.
Sorry, guys. I just have to report Chrome because it shut down.
Oh no! Jeez, they really don't want you to get the Finance with Alex up.
I don't know what's happening. They don't even appear on my
That's weird.
thing here.
Can you remember off by heart
Yeah,
like
I
what's
can
coming
remember
in?
all the numbers.
No,
off by
not
heart,
the
so-
numbers, but who's coming in first, second, third,
No,
fourth, and
I've got
fifth.
to do the weekly.
Do you
box
have it
office set.
saved somewhere,
Yeah,
or
I've got it saved here.
okay?
Oh, well-
you should keep it in the what we discussed title description thing that we have, so we both know what the hell we're talking about when we put the episodes up. You should just put it in there, so that way I have it up as well, just in case.
Okay.
We're just having a meeting at the
good?
moment.
Yeah,
Well,
just
yes,
having staff
so-
meeting.
We need to tone the show down.
You know,
we
when
really do.
Google Chrome should have that apps thing in the top
Yes.
thing when you
Yeah.
open a new tab. Mine just not there.
Yeah, you go to settings and you add that back in.
Yeah.
Look, we talked about
I think we
Civil
see
War
it.
and we all got hot.
We
Alright,
gotta
we
take
need
a
to cool
breather.
down.
This
We
is
all
the
got
cool
real
down.
hot.
Everyone at home.
Exhale all the
can't
thoughts about
believe-
the Confederacy.
I can't believe it went there.
Everyone at
Alright, we're
home
good.
is enjoying this fine break where we shit on Google.
We started talking about Chicken Run.
Okay, yep. We're back.
Finance
Alright.
with Alex.
My Mac's at risk while I Google the.
That's what happens when Alex leaves. He's like, just talk for a couple
Did
minutes.
you guys talk about Chicken Run?
Things go south.
No, we talked about.
No, we talked about the Confederacy.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed a great talk.
Gee,
Oh,
boys.
no.
Is that three people?
Don't
you need to
worry,
cancel now?
you can
I think I
enjoy
just
it
said-
in the cut segment of this show. No, it's not.
All right, I did all these numbers yesterday. Let's go.
Here we go.
So these are from yesterday. These are the numbers. I didn't
Fresh
have
off the
time to-
press on yesterday's
Almost fresh
paper.
off yesterday's
Are we
press.
doing? I forget every week. Do we do 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1?
5 to 1. All right, let's go. We've got in 5th place in its 14th week in the box office. Raya and the Last
God
Dragon.
damn.
Still holding on.
Made
Jesus.
$1.2 million. It was a 45% drop off, but it also left about 300 theaters. that
Yeah.
week. It's
God damn,
made a
that's impressive. It's
total-
still there.
Was that last week the one that had a bit of a spike?
Yeah, it jumped to 3rd last week. But overall, it's only made $114 million worldwide.
That's a lot.
Due to the it being
yeah.
on Disney Plus.
And that is a budget of $100 million.
Yep.
It's sitting on a 95% critic
Hell
and
yeah.
97 audience.
Excellent.
Number 4, in its first week in the box office, Spirit Untamed.
Oh my god.
It was Chris's,
Christian.
but
Oh.
we ditched Spirit because he got The Boss Baby 2 instead.
Oh,
that's right.
That got pushed up to July. You're lucky. Spirit only made $6 million on its opening weekend.
Only.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's made a worldwide box office of $7.2 million off a $30 million budget. It's
Ooh.
sitting on a critic score of 44 and an audience score of 97.
Gee, they
Okay.
love it. They love
That-
Spirit.
that's
But
because
that's only 200 reviews, though.
If you're
and
a
that's
parent,
only people that loved the first movie.
if you're a parent
Nobody else thinks it's that.
and your child loves horses, why the fuck are you taking them to a theater during a pandemic?
Yeah.
There's
Go
so
watch
much
Saddle
horse
Club.
content on the
To
internet.
see Spirit, apparently.
In its second week of the box office,
Ooh.
coming in at 3rd, we have Cruella making $11 million for its second weekend. That's a 49% drop off from its opening weekend. Currently made $87 million worldwide of a budget of in between 100 and 200 million. So I've just put 150 million.
Good
Nice.
on you.
It has a critic score of 74 and an audience of 97.
Now, has anyone here watched it yet?
I've watched the first few minutes.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Does everyone know the like I guess it's a spoiler for the film. Have you guys seen what this film is about?
Cruella, her mum gets
So
pushed
origin
off a
stories.
cliff by a dog.
Yeah, her parents get killed by Dalmatians, and that's her character story.
It happens in the first couple minutes.
What?
in the first
That's
couple
the
minutes,
reason
some
she hates them.
But I thought she
Okay.
wanted them for a new fur coat or something like
Yeah.
that in the movie.
Yeah.
But so in the first four,
But doesn't
I-
she specifically notice Dalmatians then go crazy?
So I've
in the
watched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the point. But like,
So it doesn't make sense.
After watching the first 4 minutes, that happens in the opening. She goes to a fundraiser. These evil Dalmatians
Yep.
accidentally escape and chase her and the little dog.
oh my god.
And then these Dalmatians push their mum off the edge of a cliff.
I still don't think it's going to humanize Cruella for me.
Are you,
So here's the thing. Apparently, people really like this film. It's got a sequel in the works now.
People do like it.
My sister loved it. Not that I mean.
What was
I
the
doubt
text for
people are
again?
really caring about the whole
People think
her parents died
Do you know
because of
what people are saying?
Dalmatians.
people are saying this is what Joker should have been. Joker should have been.
Jesus.
Cruella.
People think that Joker should have been this more tongue in cheek,
Fun.
fun.
I
Right.
gotcha. I want to read this tweet that I saw earlier in the week, and I thought it was really beautiful for us artsy people. Between there was no plan for the Star Wars sequel trilogy and Cruella's tragic backstory is that Dalmatians killed her mum, I hope every indie creator who has ever experienced self-doubt over their storytelling skills and/or professional competency is feeling very reassured.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like the live action goes, have you guys seen the 101 Dalmatians and 102 Dalmatians?
Oh, the live action ones, yeah.
No.
I mean,
Apparently they're
look,
bad.
we mentioned Jeff Daniels.
Oh, no.
But, okay, in the second one, Cruella gets baked into a cake,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool.
and that happens.
well, that's the end of Cruella? Or
No, she survives, and then her head's sticking out, and she's really angry. And so the dogs bake her into a cake.
Why have you seen these, Christian?
I was a kid. I
Why
liked
haven't you
I
seen
liked
Yeah,
them.
how have you
Live
not
action-
seen
I have
them?
a Dalmatian.
Are these
Live action-
These aren't modern?
I had a
No,
Dalmatian.
101 and
guys,
102
We guys gotta
Dalmatians.
speed through this.
I've
We're
only
getting-
seen the cartoon.
We can't
sorry.
talk about 101 and 2.
Sorry, yeah.
Because we got to talk about A Quiet Place 2
Damn.
and its second
Fuck yeah.
weekend. Second weekend, $19.2 million.
Far
on the
out.
second weekend, 59% drop off from last week.
Mhm.
That's okay. These big drop offs happen in the second week.
Yep.
It's made $138 million worldwide of a $55 million budget.
Yeah,
Currently
damn.
sitting on 92% Rotten Tomatoes and 93 audience
The theater, what's the word I'm looking for?
experience.
The one that brings it back.
It brought it back.
Brings the theaters back
Yeah.
to everyone's lives.
And-
Yes. It,
And then they go see Cruella.
Unsurprisingly,
Or Conjuring.
in first place, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Yep.
$24 million opening weekend,
Mm.
$57 million worldwide, of a $39 million budget.
Far out.
Yesterday, it was sitting on a 58% Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's less today.
And you want me to check?
I think it's dropping by the review.
Conjuring.
It's got an 84 audience score, though.
Okay.
Devil
Oh, well.
made me
the
This
same
do it.
fanboys
So
that
this
like
leads
it.
us into our box office draft, current results.
Oh, we got updates.
So unfortunately, Michael Brayden, you're on 0 because none of your movies have come out.
That's okay. That's a safe place.
What'd you say it was at?
Pardon?
Rating wise, what'd you say it was at?
It was 58.
Oh, it's actually at 59.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Audience
so,
score 85.
So Brayden will be on the board next week with In the Heights.
Ooh.
Michael, you still got to wait a week for Fast and Furious 9.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You can wait.
It's gonna.
I think
he's
that'll be well
confident.
worth
yeah,
the wait.
I think he's confident.
China saw the movie. It opened to $130 million in China. Has dropped exponentially.
Ooh.
Not even second place anymore in China. I think it made $11 million in China.
Jesus.
So
Yeah, I
that's
like
a
the
big
movie.
drop. China did not love Fast and Furious 9. And China normally eat those films up.
Mm.
China. Anyway.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Trump.
Oh, God.
On the talk of conservatives.
So, in third place, with 2 movies out at the moment, we have
Mm.
Steph.
Oh, dear.
With The Conjuring making $24 million and Spiral being on $21 million.
Spiral did nothing for
So
me.
Spiral won't help that much, but Conjuring will probably still
So
go up.
Currently, you're sitting on $45.8 million.
With 2 movies out.
2 movies. Christian in second place with 2 movies out. With Cruella, it's made $43 million domestically at the moment.
Damn.
And
hello.
Wrath of Man, that's made $24.6 million.
Nice.
Currently sitting on $68 million.
The Wrath of Man.
And Alex in first place with 1 movie, A Quiet Place Part 2,
Yeah.
with $88.3 million.
Jesus.
Doing
Yep.
really well.
Yep.
And the sad part is that wasn't even my first or second,
Mm.
third pick. No,
Mm.
it's my third pick. So no,
Big stuff.
You guys could have had it. It was on the table, except for you, Chris. You could.
I mean,
got
I
it.
probably
Well, we
would have
helped
been one
Christian
of the
out. He's
movies I
beating me.
recognised. Probably would have picked it like
Makes
first
me
go.
happy.
Chris is
Should've
still in
been here,
second.
Chris.
Yeah.
Should have been here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it'll be interesting next week when Brayden gets on the board because In the Heights might make a lot of money.
Never know.
it.
It's getting good.
And
Good,
now
good.
we have another Alex segment.
Oh.
I think
So
I
Alex
asked
is
this
becoming
last
a
time,
DJ.
but has this always been the theme, the intro for this?
For
or?
3 weeks, it has been now.
Oh.
Why do you keep asking?
Yeah, hang on. You asked it last time.
I
and
just
now
don't
you're like, has
remember
always
this
been in
stuff.
the
I think it
intro-
just-
Didn't you
it's-
not remember it from last time you asked that question?
Nah, not at all.
All right, whatever.
But I remember asking the question, so I really should remember hearing
The
the
answer,
intro,
you
shouldn't
probably
I?
should.
Looking at the answers.
This is a long one.
Yeah. Anyway, let's quickly get through this. This is the higher or lower game.
All right,
If
we
you're
can do
new,
this.
you're new to higher and lower, we have two teams, Brayden and Michael, and then Steph versus Steph and Chris. Basically, what happens is I will read one film and give us his Rotten Tomatoes score. And then I'll read another film, and then I'll ask the contestants higher or lower. That makes sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're all good?
Have you got scores?
No, this is fun.
Oh, this is just for
Higher
fun.
or lower
Yeah, this is just a
Sorry,
fun
we're
one.
not competitive. Oh, that's okay. But we're
Alright.
going to beat them.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's not competitive.
All right, who wants to go first?
We will.
Oh, fuck, okay.
All right.
Confident.
Confident.
Whoa. Michael
Brayden,
coming out
We know
strong.
what happened last time altogether.
That's true.
Brayden and Michael. Transformers Ages of Extinction. 17% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Holy shit.
Grown Ups 2. Higher or
Ooh.
lower?
17. Do people like them that much?
I feel like the grown
You liked the first one, didn't you?
What? Grown ups.
The first Grown Ups, didn't you?
Yeah, the second one's absolute hot trash.
Yeah. But
Grown Ups 2 even on the scale? Is
But-
it a movie?
but
I'm
do
kind of.
do you think critic consensus would result in higher than a 17?
No,
No.
I want to say lower. I want to say lower.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm fine with if you're
'Cause I
confident.
just really don't think it's good.
Okay.
Lower?
Yeah.
Correct.
Hey, good work, Michael.
8% Grown Ups.
Holy
2.
shit.
It is
Same
hot
as
trash.
Gods and
It's bad
Gods and Demons.
Johnson.
Have you not seen Grown Ups 2?
No.
It's not a
what,
film.
you think I'm going to actively
There's
go
no
watch that?
plot. I don't understand.
You could have more entertainment literally
I just
lighting
want
a
to say,
fire.
Yeah.
Grown Ups
Yeah.
1 has a 17%, which is...
Really?
Yeah, Grown Ups 1's fantastic.
Yeah, Grown Ups.
I thought you
really
guys
good.
liked that
Even
one.
my
Yeah,
I
mum
don't really
enjoyed
like
that.
Grown Ups.
All right.
They're
Grown
not
Ups,
my- not my
Chris and
movies.
Steph. Grown Ups 2. 8%. Jack and Jill. Higher or lower?
Oh my god, these are amazing.
That's actually really hard.
That is quite a hard one, actually.
That's a good one.
It's
That's
a
maybe
bad-
the best one.
It's a battle of the sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Um,
The next one's Uncut Gems.
God.
Seen them both?
I haven't seen either of them.
Okay.
All
right, well-
you don't need to.
Exactly. I mean,
Well, Jack and Jill has Al Pacino, who,
All right.
who starts falling for Adam
Lady
Sandler in a
Angela.
wig.
I can't believe that you know this.
And he does a Dunkin' Donuts commercial,
Christian has really shone in this
and he
episode.
calls himself Dunkachino.
This is all true.
I can't believe you know this off the top of your head.
That is literally the only part I remember from the movie. I don't
Jesus.
remember anything else. There's a
So-
dinner scene at some
You're
point.
definitely
That's
the authority
literally
on
it.
this subject,
So,
clearly,
Christian.
Yeah.
Higher or lower?
All
I'm
right.
trying to think
Grown
of
Ups.
Chris's psychology.
I think Grown Ups 2 is probably a better film, but Jack and Jill probably, I don't know, maybe it had Al Pacino, so Dunkachino.
What are we going with?
I go, it is,
Oh my
I always
God.
forget the
Just
format.
trust your gut.
Higher.
Dunkachino is higher.
Unfortunately, Jack and Jill sits on a 3%.
3%? Okay, yeah.
Holy shit!
I now suspect that maybe that 3% is Christian.
Oh my god. How does a film even that is the bare minimum for what a film has to be.
See, I remember Grown Ups 2 being bad as well, so I didn't
Oh
know
my
where to go,
God.
but
That was all right. That's fine.
Yeah,
We-
yeah.
Brayden, I
brush
think
it
we're
off.
pretty
Brush
safe.
it off.
That's
Jeez.
hey, no, this next one's going to be a stinker too.
So Jack and Jill, 3% Rotten Tomatoes. Movie 43,
oh,
higher or lower?
movie 43. I don't
I've
even
never
know what that
seen
is.
that.
I watched
a
that
good
movie
one as well.
too many times. I've seen it about 4 times.
What is it? Is that party one?
It's
No.
it's a bunch of different shorts. Like everyone's in it.
Oh,
So-
the weird ass shorts. You were talking to Dan about it.
it starts with Australian guy,
Yeah.
Greatest
Hugh
Showman,
Jackman with,
with
like-
balls on
That's
his chin.
yep. That I think it's higher. I think it's higher.
I think it
I don't
probably
think
would.
anything could beat
I don't know.
3%.
because it's weird comedy.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, we'll just go
I-
higher.
I
We'll just go of it. We'll
You would be right, but by 1%.
Holy fuck.
On 4%, movie 43 cents.
Holy
I don't
shit.
know.
is higher.
It's
Yeah,
higher.
by 1%.
Oh, okay. I think it's better than.
I have consistently.
It's certainly
guessed
more
wrong.
creative.
There was at least 2 funny bits in that, whereas Jack and Jill.
Has Dunkachino.
Hard to Dunkachino. It's
So-
downhill.
Jesus Christ.
Movie 43, 4%. Saw, the final chapter. Saw 7, by the way.
Surely it's got to be higher
Okay.
than 4%.
Higher or lower?
I haven't seen it,
By 7, they're pretty shit. It's pretty bad by 7.
but do you reckon 4% bad?
Like I think I can.
Adam
This was
Sandler
also
bad?
Saw.
Can
This
stomach-
was also the 3D one.
Okay. I don't know. People like Saw.
I will
People
ask
like
for
Saw.
Alex and Michael's opinions on this film after the score is revealed.
People sort of, people just sort of get behind Saw. They treat it for what it is.
Like,
Yeah.
do critics get behind Saw?
I think critics
Well, critics
kind of
get
do.
You
behind
need to
the
get
first
behind the
one.
Saw for
Well,
momentum so
yeah.
it cuts straight.
Critics get behind the
course.
first Saw.
Would
Everyone should get behind the first Saw. By
Yeah, I
the way,
think they should
actually
too.
decent
But this
film.
is Saw 7.
Yeah, this is Saw 7.
What do you think? Do you reckon it's dropped down to a 3% or lower?
That's so low.
That is
Nah,
so
it
low.
can't
I
be
think it's gotta be
3%.
higher.
It's higher.
Higher.
Yeah, when I work down this low, it's hard to get high. It's hard to get lower. Sitting on 10%.
Yeah.
10%.
Saw 7.
Okay.
Still
Still
very
pretty
low.
shit.
Michael and Brayden.
Yes. Oh wait, what did you guys think of Saw 7?
I can't really remember it.
The
It
last three are the same
it
for me.
starts off with I remember the traps. Isn't some bands in it? Some band are in a trap. They're in a car and one of them's glued to a seat.
The Who.
Oh, no,
Is it Linkin
Is
Park?
it Linkin Park?
Yeah,
It's
Linkin
just
No
Park.
shit,
It's
you're
just
kidding me.
like-
Yeah, Linkin Park. are
Doesn't
in
he
a
get
trap.
pulled through the front
Yeah.
window? Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
So this movie starts off by two guys waking up with holding
Oh,
band
the
saws
saw.
in a glass case, in a glass box
Uh.
in public, and then the girl that they're both seeing's on top, and they both just go, you know what? She cheated on me. She cheated on you. Let's just kill her
Oh my
to
god.
save themselves.
Yeah, so
My
they either
God.
one had to die for it.
Yes,
It's
either-
like a
it-
public Saw trap.
And then Linkin Park's
Yeah.
Numb plays.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
So saw the final chapter, 10%.
Yep.
Rotten Tomatoes. The Emoji Movie,
Ooh,
higher or lower?
10%. It was bad.
I'd never see.
Neither have I.
I own it and I haven't seen it.
Nice.
Um,
It's TJ Miller after he was bad, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Before, I mean, he's always
Was it
bad.
before or-
He's always been
Af-
bad?
After the.
I thought it was after the
thing.
controversy.
Yeah, after the
Was it?
controversy.
I thought it was just around the same time.
Around the same time?
Deadpool 2 was the
Deadpool-
time.
Oh,
he
no,
got
that's
kicked
right,
off-
yeah, yeah.
He got kicked off press for Deadpool 2 for doing it.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I
TJ
forgot
Miller,
what he even did, but
he called in a fake bomb threat on the train.
I mean, seriously, why?
For
You
a
know,
joke.
comedy.
what?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I know.
That's one way to ruin your career.
The
Emoji
Emoji
Movie.
Movie.
Move on.
I'm trying to think if critics would go and see it with their kids or not. I imagine they would have.
Higher or lower?
I'm going to go higher. I think it's like a 12%.
banter. Let's go higher.
It's lower on
Oh.
7%. for
Far
the
out.
Emoji Movie.
This has been the lower or lower show.
Yeah, I thought I'd go lower to that. I
Yeah,
thought
this
I'd
is
just
fun. I
We
like
normally
this.
do stick
I
up to
thought
the
I'd
top
just
end.
choose the shitters.
Yeah, because it's the other end of the tough.
All right, for the final one,
All right.
the Emoji Movie, 7%. Tommy Wiseau's The Room,
Oh.
higher or
Ooh.
lower?
I mean, it's not a good movie.
Yeah, but
But it's kind of a masterpiece.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean,
it's higher.
it's got to be higher.
It's got to be higher.
I-
Choosing higher?
I think
We'd
it's
go
higher.
Well, it is on 23%.
Go, Tommy.
It's like the highest of all the
23%.
movies we talked about. Yes.
And that's higher or lower?
God
Well,
damn.
what
fair
does
enough.
that tell you
23%, that's a
about
bit-
good old Tommy Wiseau? Yeah.
All right, Brayden, you're going to outro us?
I am. What'd you guys think of Loki? No spoilers.
Oh,
shit.
it was
Real
great.
quick.
Yeah, loved it.
It literally came out an hour before, like 2 hours before we did
Yeah,
the show.
It was great.
It was
We
good.
liked it. We love
Mm.
Loki.
We
I'm
do
very
love
excited.
Loki. Very excited for
Owen
it.
Wilson's great.
Love
in
Tom
it.
Hiddleston.
I'm very excited. Very, very excited.
It makes Thor 2 relevant.
It does.
Whoa!
And
Oh my
very-
god! Having just rewatched it, I'm happy for that.
Yeah, everyone should get behind the first episode.
We
God
all-
damn.
It's fun.
Well, you can get behind MMT by supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/Millennial Movie Talk. You can chuck us a buck or two, help support the show, help it get better and better and
I thought
better.
you said
You
bitter.
can also
Bitter.
get
Bitter.
you can also get behind
Nah, we're
MMT
sweet
by DMing Michael on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, DMing now. Just slide in there.
Slide in his DMs.
Yeah.
Or just get behind Michael.
Hey,
Well, that's
hey.
the joke I
And
was
my
making
OnlyFans.
that no one got.
You can catch us on Instagram and Facebook if for some reason you still use Facebook, other than Michael's friends.
But
And
he doesn't have any.
well, yeah, exactly.
Add
Unless
me.
you wanna add him.
Add him.
I don't know why you'd use Facebook anymore. Yeah, Instagram, Twitter.
We don't like Instagram. Instagram doesn't let us post full reviews for movies.
I had to shorten
Oh.
everything.
I had to shorten my Invincible one. Steph had to shorten In the Heights.
Well, guess what? Support us on Patreon. We can get an actual website and a blog and a proper website going where we can actually have full-length reviews. You can get all of our content right there. If you support us, we can have a
Sounds
website.
like a lot of work.
Imagine us
I'll
abusing
do
you
it.
from the website.
I'll do it. You guys just write the reviews.
Can
I'll
we
still
have can we
post
have
them.
a section for people who hate our show that they can just come in and
Yeah,
write shit?
yeah.
And
We can have a
Chris
haters
can
forum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that'd be
it's
fun.
Christian's Corner.
Christian's Corner. Oh my god, I love it. I missed you guys so much. I love doing this show. Thank you so much for joining us. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on your podcast service of choice, whether it's Spotify, Anchor, Apple, whatever the fuck you're listening to us on.
Whoa.
I love you guys so much. I
you,
miss
Brayden.
this.
Is
I'm
that it?
freezing, though.
Is that it?
I'm
I think
freezing.
that it is freezing
Okay.
out here. This
Yeah,
is
it
the coldest it's been in Adelaide so far this year. Let's get inside. And with that,
I'm Alex.
I'm Michael.
I'm Brayden.
I'm Christian.
I'm Steph.
We're out of here.